Okay, I'm just gonna be dumping all this stuff here. Let's see what's stainless steel. I'm not sure if that would be stainless steel or brass. Don't know. There's a bunch of keys here and stuff. I think that's just like pot metal, that's all. A lot of material here to go through. Some of the door hardware I got at the time from the bin. These are nice heavy keys. I think it's stainless. I don't think. It's brass. Brass. You can't tell. Like this, what was that? It's probably stainless. See, it's all white, right in the center. It's brass. 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 I think I have to follow every little thing. Okay, let me just keep going here. A lot of boring video here, going through all this. Okay, I sorted that container out. It's all brass right there. So I'm just going to put the rest of the brass in there. This might be copper, maybe. Number 2 copper. Number 2 brass. It's almost like number 1, but it's corroded bad, so I'm not sure. I'll squawk about it. Number 2. Just I can figure out number 2. I don't know how much number 2, so I'm gonna make another container for number 2. Rained pretty hard last night, actually. Okay, we're gonna make this number 2. Yeah, number 1 will go here. So no solder here, so I don't know. Corroded, but throw it in there. Number 2. Okay, so number 1, yeah, number 1 there. Brass. Okay. It's almost fully clean. Give them a good load of brass. Take this sticker off. Okay. Never seen a complete brass lock before. Solid brass. Weird. First time. A lot of brass. There's a little paint here, so. Number 2. Pull the handles off. Okay, let me just get a screwdriver here. I'm going to organize a little bit. Some stuff I have to cut. Okay, motors. You know what? I want to pay for motors like that. Number 2 here. Those are all just little connections here. Okay, I'm just gonna be keep my tools here. You steal this thing. Okay. Might come in handy, this thing, but don't have a use for now. Okay. Okay. This is solid rod. Number one, solid copper. It's got a hole in it actually. It's pretty solid stuff. Heavy gauge, so it's very heavy. Okay, so let's see if these come out. Okay. Some little screws here. Gonna pop them off. Not magnetic, but I think they're probably brass. Okay, have to pull them out. check them out later. Okay, pretty heavy. Never been soldered. I'd like to make use of this thing here. This one here. Problem is you just gotta open it so wide, which I don't like. Not bad with this thing. Looks really good. If you have heavy gauge, it's going to be a little tougher. Standard gauge. Okay. Gross. a little bit corroded, hard to tell. It's almost like a brass. Brass. So what is this sparking? Steel. Wow. Sure looks like brass. Wow. That was a fool. Just looking like inside is corroded. Wow. Okay, well, I goofed up on that one. So I need a magnet a lot of times. Brass plated, huh? The plating's so good. Fools ya. Okay. You don't want a lot of brass mixed with the copper, so that's why I'm cutting it. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to waste my time. But they told me they don't want very much to keep it clean brass. It's almost all copper, anyways. But so if you guys get yourself a cable cutter, like this is an old one, but you get a really good one. It's long. Make your day go easier. Stainless. Cut that down. See, I can take the meter apart and it'll be clean, but I don't have that much time today. Scrapyard's closed, I think, at 4 today. So I wasn't really thinking about doing my brass, but I figured at least get my number 1 copper and number 1 and 2 copper, and my lead. Takes my lead back, I was thinking. Okay, let me just keep working here, and I'll show you more as I progress a little more. Okay, I'm taking this back. This will be brass, clean. Number 1, this is number 1 copper. Number 2 copper. I want to see what the paper these mortars. So they're copper and lead. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, I just got back to scrapyard. The guy says the price is good. I don't know. I mean, brass. Come on. Brass was down to $192. At 82 pounds of brass. Copper is $331 for number 1 pipe. 52 pounds, the number 1. And 321, 10 cents cheaper for number 2. That was 15 pounds. And then those electric motor I had from a washing machine, and a couple rotary electric ones, but they were all copper. 27 cents a pound. It was 15 pounds at 405. Lead wasn't too bad. Lead was 71 cents a pound. I had 73 pounds of lead. You seen it was just a couple pieces there. 73 pounds. I knew they were heavy when I got them. I knew there'd be a pretty good payday. 50 bucks for, you know, a couple little pieces of lead. That came out of that job where I actually gave $50 to the guy off the report. Just on that lead alone, I made the $50. See that? Karma comes back to you, right? You give something to someone and you get something cool in return. So basically, that lead paid for that shed. Then I had all the toolboxes, tools. I had my brass, number 1 copper, number 2 copper and brass. I'd say probably another 50 bucks in scrap. And then some gadgets and odds and ends and toolboxes. So it was okay. Not too bad. Anyways, he said prices are really good right now, and he said steel's pretty good. I think it went up $10 more a ton. He said it's all going to Turkey. All the iron is going to Turkey. Turkey is the #1 producer of rebar. So he told me that something about deals with Turkey and all that, and you know, it's all because the Americans have made a deal with Turkey to supply all the iron to them. So that means all that tin is going to be all rebar, and then I guess prices could even go higher, depending, right? Depends on the demand. Any big projects or whatever happens, the economy starts rolling around again, it should be really good. But at 130 ton, it's not too bad. I mean, it's still hard to make money at 130. It's okay if if you're going to an area, in a small area, you're not spending too much fuel, but if you're covering big areas and no tin, and it's tough to make $1, right? Anyways, I just want to feel the ground on this copper, the number 1, before I sell my wire. I got another about 50 pounds to strip, 60 pounds to strip. When that's stripped, I'm gonna take it all in one shot, and then you can see a video on that, how much copper I had. Maybe you could do a guess or whatever and figure it all out. But we know it's 331 for number 1, 321 for number 2. So prices are a little bit higher. But he said they're like through the roof. I don't see that being through the roof. I've seen copper more money before, but I guess considering the times we're in, right? Economies are taking a beating. Things are shut down. So they figure what it could be is just because they're worried about another spike in the COVID and all that, so they're buying the copper up right now as they can get it. At least if they have the product, they can manufacture, but if everything gets shut down and it gets bad again, then it's harder to get materials. So he figures that what they're doing is just buying it up there just because they're worried about a second wave. Anyways, this portion of the video, we're going to leave it at that. Scrap run, non-ferrous. The grand total was $433, which is not too bad. It wasn't very much stuff there anyways. $433, so I'm happy about that. When you have copper, brass, adds up fast. Okay.